Okay, we are hitched up, fueled up. Well, that was a lie. I gotta get fuel yet. Tires are all good. Pretty much hit the road. Buddy's got an old, I don't know if it's a Dodge or a Fargo. I think it's like a pilot cab truck. So I go picked it up. He doesn't have any use for it, so I think it'd be cool. So let's go grab it and see if we can get her to work and put around the yard. We're struggling. It's on there, it'll charge up. Well, it's kind of dark, so I'm not going to do much, but made her home. I don't know anything about this thing at all, and I'll have a better look at it tomorrow. But she should be the typical yippers. Holy. Oh, little spongy in there. Cool. Well, I guess tomorrow's project to see if we can free up some wheels. So I think every wheel was stuck on this truck. Actually, this one started turning. And then, oh, that's not a good sign. The fact there's no breather on it is not a good sign. Never a good sign. Well, the oil's not over full. You never know. The hood was on it. Oh well. Tomorrow is another day. Alrighty. So we got the straps all off. Got that clip off the back. Kind of looking how I'm going to move this into the shop here. And like I don't think I can fully lift, although it's got some weird stuff going on with the steering anyways. And the fuel tank, you can see she's like super holy there. So I don't know. My problem right now is all the wheels except for that one are locked. So I'm just going to use the tractor. I'm going to lift it up. I'm just going to sledgehammer stuff and see if it comes loose. So I know these back, everything just dragged onto the trailer when we were there, so. Yeah, maybe some forceful sledgehammer blows to the back of the drum is going to knock them loose, to which will make my life so much easier to get this truck off the trailer. So I'll be able to actually roll it back, so. Yeah, let's find out. Double duty for that thing. We got that one loose. That was a bit of a struggle. Those are hard to get off. This torque multiplier dealio is the win. So anyways, it is too hot out here to deal with the back brakes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the truck off, lift it. I'm gonna do my thing to get it off the trailer and into the shop where it's like a lot cooler than it is out here. Holy, is it warm. Anyways, let's get started. Let's see what we got here. Have a better look at it. Flippity flop hood. Looks like somebody. Oh no, they just stole the coil. Just bits of it looks like they were taken apart, like the heater hoses are off. I don't know what that's about. The rad looks like they were going to take it out. So it's not looking promising for the motor. I was told it was tight, so we'll have to see if that's true or not. But at least we can have a better look at it. From this side, she looks cherry. Yeah, a whole lot of weirdness going on there. But that's not to worry. This side of the truck looks nice. I'm guessing it was some sort of a deck truck, but it had the full running boards, which is kind of weird. So I don't know if it had a box in one time in its life or not, but... Ooh, that looks super cool. That is like a gas can filler. Check that out. The rubber's no good, but that is definitely cool. Ooh, definitely has some funk in here. That doesn't flip. Not bad. Just like these trucks always were. Super plain Jane. Full of mouse poop. That's good. That's what we want. Weesh. It's definitely a farm truck, I'm thinking. This side had a big old whammo though. It's not bad. A little bit of rot. Does the clutch even work? I don't think so. Brakes? That'll never work. Nope. Ooh, she's the old push start. Okay. First things first. Let's see if the motor is loose. Or even vaguely loose. Possibly loose. Be nice if I could drive it out of the shop. After we bang these drums loose. So I got this one loose. It's much, much cooler in here. So I can at least get those wheels off, sledgehammer those drums, and maybe at least free something up. But first things first. I might just fasten the rad back in place just so I can actually see if this dang thing... does the throttle work? Oh... Just everything is stuck on here. Zanger. Well, let's start with the basics. Can we turn this thing over? Oh yeah. It's gonna run. Mint. Mint, mint. All right. Well, let's ignore everything and find a battery. We should check into here. I did manage to crack that throttle loose. So we got some movement there. It's kind of moist. Okie dokie. Well, I need to find a coil because there's none on here, and a battery, but that I think I have. And we'll have to look at the points because we know those are not going to work for sure. Okey-dokey. No. That would be for a coil. We just know stuff is not going to work in here, so I'm guessing this was the coil mount. Sort of borrowed a coil from a certain 6-cylinder. cable goes that way, to which really? Oh wait, that's quite the battery box. Actually, lid. That is quite the battery lid. Ew. There is no battery box anymore. Okie dokie. Interesting. We will have to improvise for this. Okie doke. Okie doke. Everything's pretty crusty and screwy with that. So I decided to avoid that. This will probably bite me in the butt, but we've set up this scenario to which now we have power there and power at our coil. So now we can do the old flickety flick and see if we get power or if our points do anything. And there's no way on earth they're going to, but let's see. Try the old flick. Oh, get out. Oh no, they're pretty bunk. All right. I will have everybody know. Look at that, pretty fancy. See if we get it in there, get some scratches, make her happen. Ouch. Oh no, come on. You probably should turn the key off when you do this. Oh. Exactly why you should turn the key off, so you don't get zapped. Dang this thing. So I got cooked by the coil wire. That was good. That was fun. Okay, we got spark. Wow, this should work out easy then, right? Let's see. Let's put this junk back together. Now if this baby turns over, it's an old Dodge. They just work. Eh. We checked that last night. She's got oil. She's a little low. She's got oil. Dinah, this thing's got a lot of zap to it. All right. Which one here? This is the good start button. Dang it. Not quite. Okay, so my jumper idea sucked. That didn't work. So I've just temporarily scabbed on some new battery cables, and we'll get them hooked up and see what happens here. The old vice grip clamp, that's good to go. We'll do our manual start. That definitely does not sound like there's a lot of compression happening. Well, for kicks, let's throw some gas in it and see, but that definitely... Oh, ignition's on. Okay. That definitely doesn't sound good. Give her a little shot of some gas. I don't have high hopes that anything's going to happen there, but let's try. Definitely sounded like one cylinder had some compression. Let's make sure we still have spark. Oh, you know what? I got a fancy tool for that. Super fancy. I do not know where I got this. Easiest way to check for spark. Now I had a bunch of these and I've lost them over the years, and this is the only one I got left. But as long as she sparks, we know we're good. Nope, lost her spark. Okie doke. Let's muck around in here. All right, we did the old flickety flick on there again. Oh yeah. So we got spark. Not looking too good though. Looked like she wanted to chooch out of the carb, telling me there's some stuck valves in here. But let's flood it with gas and see what happens. Maybe she can come to life, I don't know. No, that is not looking good. All right, I have to break down. Gonna pull the plugs and maybe we'll see what's stuck in there and what's not. Okay, so this is clearly not going well. Didn't even bother checking the last cylinder because nothing, 25 pounds, and then who knows? I gave up after that point. So, I don't know. I'm guessing it's gonna be valves. Not sure, but let's start with that. So basically I gotta get this filler neck off first, then this bracket for the coil, then the oil filter bob, pop all the head bolts, and we'll just pull the head off. That's about all we can do right now. And yeah, then we can see what's going on inside. I mean, it turns over, so it should run provided we can actually, I'm gonna guess the valves are junk because I sprayed some oil in there and that didn't help anything. So we know it'll be some stuck valves. Well, there's definitely some awesome mousy goodness going on in there. Look at that. Diapers. Whole lot of mouse poop. That helps with the compression, you know. Yep. Well, at least it goes up and down, right? I'm gonna blow this all out, get my battery hooked back up and see what's working and what's not working in there. It might just be crud in there stopping them from, because they look like they're going up and down. But I won't know for sure, because it could be all the exhaust valves that are maybe buggered or stuck, judging by the garbage in there. Alrighty, let's see what goes up and down. So 3, 4, good. Last one's good. So, oh, we shall give him some gentle taps. I don't want to have a Morsky moment there. That one is severely stuck. The first one feels okay. That one is like very severely stuck. So these two are coming around. This one needs a little more. That one's like pretty close. That one back there, not so much. Like that is a tight squeeze. So I might throw a little bit of heat under the valve there in hopes that that thing will loosen up a little better. So I'm gonna try that quick, throw the torch in there for a little bit. See if that eases its up and down motion. So I'm gonna go grab the torch and slam some heat in there. Well, it feels like I've been going at this for about an hour or so. Just beating on that one valve. I'm just gonna keep pickling it a little bit, let it sit for a while, grab some lunch and see if it decides to soften itself up. I've gone from PB Blaster to whatever this stuff is, and we'll see. The other valves have loosened up, so we got just the one left to do. I am hoping it's getting slightly easier. I think I have like another hour of whack-a-mole maybe, and then maybe it'll actually loosen itself up. But then I'm pretty confident this thing's just gonna start then. Pretty confident. Well, yeah, it should. Why wouldn't it? We're getting close. The valve is starting to snap in place, so that's a win. And I'm able to use my my big heavy hammer. I got my one Popeye arm happening here, but I'm able to use my hammer wrench and start knocking it down. So it's getting better. It's soon. Well, that was definitely a bit of a struggle. Sure got the workout on the arm there, tapping away. All right, well, I'm gonna go clean this off quick. Clean the head off, get some of the mousy poop off. We'll do a head gasket renew and slam it in and see if we can get this sucker to fire up. All right, well, we got everything back together-ish. We torqued the head down to about 3 Ooga-Doogas, so that should be good. What we can do now is still slap some gas in her and well, see if we succeeded here. Let's let her breathe some. Fill the bowl up a little bit. Fill the carburetor up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Keep an eye on my sparky thing, make sure we got some spark. But I think we should have something here. They still have stuck rings. May still have stuck rings, eh? She just wants a bigger drink of gas. Maybe that's all she's saying. Oop. Negatory. Give her a go. Oh, I think I'm gonna call defeat tonight. Let me see. Just doesn't want to live. Oh. All right. I may call defeat for tonight. Call it an early night. I'm gonna pull the plugs one more time. Soak her in. I'll get some more ATF. Plug the cylinders full. Let that sit there overnight. Or something, maybe. Yeah, ATF should be fine. It adds compression. Unless everything oozes past it. Let's see if it's all oozing past it. No. I think the rings are okay. We kind of had a little bit of a pop before. Trying to think if I would use some PB Blaster or something. I'll do what I was doing. I'm going to pull the plugs out. I'm going to fill it with ATF and I'm going to let it soak overnight. I mean, we did good for today. We got the valves loose. The motor turns over. Although that wasn't really stuck. I don't think it was anyways. We got it apart, got it together. We played bongos on the valves there all day. So anyways, yeah, till tomorrow. I'm going to, like I say, pull the plugs, fill it up with ATF, and then we'll see. We'll try it again tomorrow. All right. Now I feel we can get this to run tonight. I'm highly positive this is gonna happen. You get lots of oil coming out of there, eh? Because we can put my gasket renew away. We sort of have compression. Hopefully that oil soaked and loosened something up. I don't know. Let's throw the plugs back in and see what happens. Yeah, sorry folks. I'm sure this is boring watching. We put spark plugs in and out of this motor about a million times, but hey, it is what it is, right? Right. Round 2 of any kind of a compression test. So I'm not sure what to do here. I'm not going to tear the motor right down. That is not going to happen. So dead, good, dead, dead, dead. How can it be so dead? They're just chooching like there's all kinds of stuff in there. A 0. The last one was good. So we should have some life in there. Should run like crap, but it should at least start. Alright, I'm gonna dry those plugs out and try again. Gotta get it running, because then the other ones might free up. That's my thing. At least my thought. Feeding gas. Let's give her all the beans. That's what she wants. She wants all the beans. Everything. Oh yeah. She almost went. Almost. We'll just keep trying. Eventually this thing's gotta catch. almost there. Get you some love in here. You just like the brake clean more than gas? Like, I don't understand. Weird. How'd that be? My gas old? Give her another break. Wants to go. Smoky. Well, it was close. Very close. I can let the battery charge for a little more. Let the starter cool down. And seems like you let it sit a bit and then she wants to catch. I know I got a bad valve or something in there, but maybe once it runs it'll kind of calm itself out. That's the hope. So let's let it sit for about a half hour while it charges and then we'll try again. Persistence, that's what it'll take. We need some throttle in there. What can I jam in there? What can I jam in here? Oh, look at that. Perfect throttle. Poor starter. Oh, you poor starter. I hope she starts before the starter goes bad. Well, this thing is just being stubborn. I think I need all the cylinders for it to run. Go figure, huh? What am I going to do? Bit of a bugger. All right. I'm going to pull all that junk off. I'm going to pull the head off again. I can't remember what cylinders were my problem. But I think I'm going to try to lap the valves, like in the truck, while the valves are still connected. We're going to do everything wrong and see if we can make this work. Yeah, it should be all right, eh? Well, I'm definitely stubborn, but I definitely feel like that valve must be bent or something must be with it. And I'm really not going to dig that deep into this motor to try to get that to fix. Maybe if it got really hot, but I tried heating it and it just doesn't work. I really think that's maybe why this thing got parked. Who knows? Like, there's a ton of blow by, we know that, but I just so think you could make it run. Well, I'm going to put it together and I am going to try my darndest until I burn the starter up, and then I think that's where I'm going to call it if it doesn't happen. All right. Well, I'm going to slam it together super quick here and yeah, let her buck till either the starter eats it or man, I was really hoping to get it to run, so I was going to try to use the motor to free the back drums. Oh well. Let's just keep giving her. We'll keep trying.
What I should do is take this one off. It's not doing anything. Which one is it? That one. That's our miserable cylinder, so let's not let it fire and do the whole backfire-y thing. Yes. Let's eliminate the cylinder that's just being a pain in the arse. Hey, she don't care. She don't care. She'll run on 5 just fine.
My troubleshooting skills involve taking the cylinder off that's dead. So let's not bother that. Maybe that valve will come back someday if we can actually get it to run and drive for a little bit. But for now, it's just a dead cylinder. We're just playing with a 5-cylinder now. Now, technically that ran, but the starter's really hot. So, seeing how I don't want to burn that starter out now, we gotta make it run. We're almost there. Maybe I should hook up a fuel system to it, even if it's just gravity. I'll have to. Well, maybe the pump would pump. Hey, what do I know, right? Ew. But yeah, I don't know. I'll try to make it run off the can for now. But we'll let that settle. I'll take a break and let that cool down, and we'll try it again. Well, it's a new day. Got the day off, so I'm gonna play with this. Didn't get around to it last night because I kind of got sidetracked. I feel I'll give it a fresh start, hook the battery back up,
I'm pretty confident she's going to at least run for a little bit. Maybe run. I hope so. But yeah, let's smash everything together and see what happens here.
Contact. We got so much oil in there. She is struggling. Woo! We need a little more or less throttle there. We need some high idle, but not quite that high. Let's just adjust it down here. Should be able to crank that bugger. See if that can give us an idle of around 2,000 instead of full out. I want her to get hot. I want everything to loosen up in there.
Well, I would call that a run. That's not terrible, but boy, she's like drinking the fuel. My goodness. So, I think what I'm going to do is just put a clicker pump on and see if it'll actually run. Maybe that pump will prime. I guess I'll pull the bowl off. We'll see. Why not? Let's try it, right? We'll steal the tank from the Ford. Hook her up. See if it'll pull and idle on it. There's no coolant, nothing in it, but I do want to do a couple good heat cycles on this thing and get all the rings and everything loose. Maybe we'll try hooking up that one cylinder again and see if she comes back. I mean, it runs pretty good considering it's on 5 cylinders. Neato. All right, well, we're gonna let this place clear out a little bit and then we'll try again.
It's good or bad?
That'd be bad. Very bad. Stop. Very bad. Okay. That wasn't good. This line doesn't fit well. Let's resolve this problem first. So nothing's leaking. Bowl is full. It's not leaking into the carb. When I give her a pump, she's squirting. So that's a win. Unfortunately, there's no smell-o-vision, so you don't really smell all the gas that's here and on the floor. So I'm gonna have to wait on this start. We know it runs though. The sucker always starts. She's just cherry now. Granted, down a cylinder, but cherry. Maybe a couple heat cycles. I'll try to put that plug wire back on. Maybe she come back to life. I don't know. Still think it's a bent valve though. Make sure my ignition's off. All right. Okay. I'll sit and wait. I guess I'll let it air out for a while and we'll try it again. If I get it running and it stays running, I'm actually going to jump in there and just see if I can bust the wheels loose. Just put her in gear and see if she wants to roll with all the chaos, like garbage, like all around it. Not the smart way, but you can only drive so far before you run out of your fuel system. So run over it, disconnect it, you know, there's a lot going on. But until that evaporates, I'm going to hold off on that. Well, it's a lot later, but everything's all evaporated, so I'm going to let's hitch everything up and see if she stays running. If it does, well, we'll deal with one thing first, but if it does, then I'm going to jump in and see if this thing can roll. It'll only roll as far as my battery will let me, but or my fuel line. Yeah. Minor details. Start. Boy, that starter does not enjoy itself. Poor thing. I think we pretty murdered it there trying to start it before. Boo. Starter is done. Damn it. Oh well. I had a Dodge out in the back, so I grabbed that starter in there. There was just one loose, to which got me this fancy setup now. So it was from a later 50s Dodge, but it had no solenoid or remote start. So we've upgraded it to like a Ford solenoid, like up there. And now we have that whole crazy contraption going on. So like 45 minutes, maybe an hour mucking around. I'm questioning why I'm wasting so much time on this, but I'm here, I'm committed, I want it to run. So let me find my squeeze bottle. We will prime this bad boy. I need to get my clicker clacker pump working here. Ugh. This fancy stuff, eh? This is just fancy. Okie doke. Contact. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this video because it's like all over the place. My key, my starter. All right, I gotta see if it moves before it dies.
Okay, I have to work on the drums now because it's stuck in gear. Yeah. Wasn't happy with me doing that. So, didn't want to go in first, didn't want to go in reverse. I think that's that. It happily went into third, to which the truck died, and now everything's like locked because the back brakes are stuck. All right, I guess that's next. We'll get those wheels off and we'll start sledgehammering some stuff back there. Yep. That was a good spark. I enjoyed that. Lead. Yeah. I need the rigmarole me up a start. I think the clutch is stuck.
Definitely still has a miss. That one plug, but it might fix itself. It's not as bad. No, I'm lying. It's probably not. We're gonna give her another good heat soak and then shut her down. And then I guess tomorrow I'll have to look at the clutch, see why that's not going. Yeah, it should be nice and warm. How's she feel? Man, not bad. Warmed up though.
All right. Well, that's a lot of work, and I don't know why I was doing that. Oh, so I got to figure out what's with the clutch. I think it's stuck. Like they're probably seized together. If I could start it in gear, I could like just bang it around the yard, smashing the clutch until I like run into something. That's usually my go-to. But she's a little tight. Them drums are a little tight yet. Actually, I'm gonna confess, I only did this one drum. I didn't do the other one because I was hoping it would start and maybe I could do something and it would just free itself. So I got to take that wheel off and bang it yet. So that's gonna happen. It was cranking over, but it wants to. The clutch is just not happy or doing anything. So I'll have to clean up, maybe pull it back, lift it up on the hoist, see if I can see what's going on. Figure out somewhere to put my battery in my fuel tank for now, if I can get my clutch free. And then I have to fix the steering, because I don't know if you remember on the trailer, it had a big old wowie in her. Well, you can see that wheel's like there. That wheel's kind of pointing to me, and this wheel's pretty straight. Like it's not as much that way. Oh. So I've spent about 3 days on this. I'm not sure why, but I have. But it does run. Not that great, but not bad. So I guess technically that's a win. But my goal is to drive this out of the shop into its newfound parking space. So yeah, we'll give her one more day. I'll muck around one more day here before I shut her down on this one, because, well, I might have some parts for this one coming up soon, and I got to do a little more work on it, so got to get the gas pedal and a few things in there. She rolls, but not very good. I can't push it myself, so these little wheeler stands are the bomb. These ones I got from, for you Canadian folks, I got those ones at Canadian Tire. They got nice steel wheels, they don't bugger up. And then these ones are hydraulic, so basically you roll them under your car and you just jack and it lifts it up. And then these ones I got at Princess Auto. They're kind of more like a ratchet jack style. I like these because they're mechanical. It's nothing to go wrong. And then they fold up nice, so. Or at least they work for what I want. They work good. So I'm going to put those away. I'm going to find my light. Oh, it's warm in here. So you can see the steering has this big woo into it. So we're going to fix that by just pulling down on it really hard. Sticking a pry bar in there and smoking it out of the way. And then these Dodge axles are pretty wild, eh? See this big schwank in there? Oh man, I don't have any good light here. Sorry guys, we'll do that. So that's actually in there to clear the oil pan. How neat is that, eh? So anyways, I got to tear this inspection cover off and see if I could somehow get the clutch loose without having to try to find somebody and drag this thing around the yard. I don't think I'm going to be able to run that. So I'm not worried about pulling bad fuel from there. The rest of the cab's not terrible. But I guess most of these I find never are. They're usually pretty good shape. But anyways, we know the clutch lever does something. I think it's just seized in there. If I'd be able to get it loose and drive it around, I'd be okay. I'm pretty sure it would free itself up. But see how he sledgehammered everything? We got no brakes. The mechanical, this will probably work okay, but basically I want to be able to just drive it up into my lineup. I'll be happy with that. It's an interesting steering box. Very interesting steering box. Look at that, eh? That'll work for an old school push-pull. Okay, enough sidetrack. Let's get this off.
I'm surprised how mousy it actually smells under here. Gee buggers. Okay, the clutch is probably completely ruined, but I loosened it. I kind of popped it off the flywheel. If it works, it's going to be just grabby as heck, but that's fine. That's okay. I don't know if it's worthy putting the inspection cover on because that clutch, it really needs to be replaced. But I think it's free. Gonna get my junk out of the way and let's see if this sucker will drive out of the shop. Well, got no battery box. So we'll go with a saddle mount. Oh yeah, this will work. No problem. No concern. Our fuel pump, you know, I don't get our wires tangled in the wheels or nothing. Ground. There we go. Got that under control. Perfect. Take that with me. The battery hold down. Our first adventure is going to be driving to the door. Well, that's still if the darn thing moves. We don't know that yet. But our first adventure is going to drive to the door. Yep. Don't do what I do. I think our rad's got a leak. Oh well. We're not driving it very far. We're just driving it in the row. So this is a pretty styling unit here. We got our batteries mounted right there because we can't make it to the inside of the cab. We got this pretty fancy saddle tank on the side here. That's it's working good. The good farm machinery there. Our I don't know if you've seen, but this drum still decides it wants to work and doesn't want to work, so she drags a bit. So we did a couple little one-wheel peels in here. Yeah, we did a burnout with her, a little bit. So, I guess that's about where we're gonna leave it.
I'm just going to drive this thing into the row. There's a nice parking space for it out there. So, and I can't find Pablo anywhere. I don't know if he's scared of this truck or what. But let's try to get this thing in the lineup. Seeing how it drives. Actually, the motor's sounding much, much better. I pretty much enjoy that. That makes the, I don't know what I spent here, 3-4 days on it. Well worth it. Well, it ran, it drove. It's a little hot. That's okay. That's okay. It's not its final resting place. Well, there she parks amongst the row of stuff. But it drove there, so I don't know, that was a good accomplishment, I think. It's, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I didn't want it to go to scrap, so. And I'm just stubborn as heck, so I did get her to run, drive. That was my goal. Took a lot longer than I wanted. The motor actually seems like that valve is cleaning itself up, so it's got a good motor for something. The clutch even worked not too bad. The one wheel was sticking, even though I went through, got her loose. But I guess there must be, the brake parts must be just coming apart inside, and it might have garbaged itself up. Not that I could see anybody wanting to use this chassis or something, but it's still a cool truck. It is still a cool truck. The tranny actually works really good. Better than a lot of my stuff. But alas, needs a lot of work, but yeah. I guess that's where I'm at with this. I don't know how to end this. I guess you can see I've parked it by one I've done like years ago for somebody, bought it off them. I've never quite finished it. These are the differences in the cabs. This has got a 3-inch chop, and this is stock. So there's a heck of a lot of difference. I think this profile looks way better, but I think it looks better with even more chop. But I think this is one I did like years and years ago. It was just goofing around one evening. But I think this one had 11 or 12 inches of chop. Similar style cab. I think it's super cool. But I guess that's where I'm going to leave this. Like to thank everybody for watching, and
We'll catch you on the next one. Later.